Greetings sailors and welcome to a little bit of Warships live gameplay because, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, there is of course a Halloween mode that is upon us. And it's actually not bad. It's basically an escort mission. Now there's three ships to choose from. You've got a dressed up Nassau, you've got a dressed up St. Louis, or you've got a dressed up Minikaze, and you need all three of them to successfully complete the mission, basically. The battleships are the heavy hitters. They've got the big guns, and they're needed to take out the catapults that you encounter, but they can also do a fair amount of damage to the Zikasas, as they're called, the zombie Mikasas. The Eagles, the St. Louis's, have it's a crazy fire chance on these shells, so basically you spam a lot of HE. 33% fire chance. You can also fire AP volleys at the catapults, but it's actually quite hard to stay alive in these things. I should mention all three classes get a heal, but it's not a particularly strong heal. And then lastly there's the Blade, which has fast reloading torpedoes, and these are the ones that you really need at the end. And I've actually been through one already where we only had one blade, and I think it's very difficult, if not impossible, to do with only one blade. You need at least two of these things. Like regular destroyers, they can lay down smoke, which is quite important for protecting your target, but it's mainly that ability to pump out torpedoes every 20 seconds that is very useful when you see the boss. So this is the one I'm going to be playing, and we're going to hope that we get a team that's not completely terrible. It was funny when I played this on the day it came out, being yesterday as I'm recording this. Everybody was queuing in battleships. There was like up to 200 people queuing in the battleships, and then hardly anyone was queuing in either cruisers or destroyers. Anyway, oh, here we go. I was thinking we'd have to do a jump cut there, but no, we're right away getting into a round. And we've got 3 Blades, 2 Eagles and 2 Jackals. So that's actually a reasonably good composition. And we've got some divisions going on here as well, because you can division in this particular little scenario, they're calling it, this game mode. So here we are on the spooky Transylvania escort map. I don't even know what the map is called. Does the map have a particular name? It's just called Saving Transylvania. That, by the way, and I can't actually zoom in yet because we're still on the countdown, but that is the, I can't remember if it's the Great Eastern or the Great Western, but it's basically one of Brunel's ships. They've borrowed that and made it look all kind of spooky and rather gothic. It says treats on the side, so yes. Clearly the bad ship that comes to meet us at the end is piloted by a dentist who does not want all the kids to get candy or something. I don't know. I'm just making up a plot here. So, you've got various objectives. You've possibly seen this if you haven't played it already yourself. I don't think I've had a single round yet where I've gotten all of the objectives, but the more of them that you get, the more rewards you get for completing the round, and the more damage you do, the more rewards you get for completing the round. So I've managed once to get over 100k damage, and I think you killed 2 ships. If you did the 100k damage, that's like 100k credits, and if you kill 2 of the Zikasas, that gets you another 70k. So yeah, it's all right. The main thing that's worth playing for, however, is the fact that you get 2 Halloween camos, which are ones that give you plus 100% XP. So you can grind out free camos that would normally be ones that would cost you doubloons. So that's probably the best thing. It's not the fact that you can get credits out of it. Although, you know, the bonus free XP and everything is quite nice as well. But just getting those free camos, even if you lose, you get the camo. So that's a nice touch. You don't have to win the round to get the camo. Also, the more ships you have inside the circle, it actually tells you this, the faster the ship will go, but it's sometimes people don't stick with it very well. And I don't think I've yet once had a single round where we've had the The Transylvania must not stop. I don't think we've had a single round where that requirement has been met. So, these are quite slow torpedoes. I mean, you've got the usual Minikaze stealth value of 6 point something kilometers. So you can fire your torpedoes from stealth, but they're very, very slow but quick reloading torpedoes. And we're going this way for a change. It is possible to take a route up around here. I don't know why this blade's gone up here on his own, but anyway. But yeah, they're so slow that you've pretty much got to be spotted. But the Zicasas, they don't... the main danger for them seems to be their secondary batteries. And up until you meet the final boss, which is of course an Imperator Nikolai, it's more the catapults that are things you have to worry about rather than the Zicasas. The Zicasas aren't that big of an issue. So, oh, he's fairly close. 2 torpedo hits there. Put them out there. I'm trying to stay in the cap circle for now. I'm actually the only one, well, not the cap circle, what would we even call it? But the circle that makes the ship go. I'm the only one that's in here right now, so I can't really race ahead and do much. I do also, I mean, I've got some premium consumables. You don't, like, the making money on this mode is predicated on how much damage you do. It's not, like, it's a fixed reward, so putting on lots of premium consumables is of course just going to eat that up, and potentially you could end up just losing credits. But if you think about it in terms of the fact that you're getting essentially free premium camos out of this, it's actually not such a bad deal. We might be able to fire through the gap there. You can sometimes curve the shots through. There we go. The catapults really have no armor, but the AP shells are better to fire at them than the HE shells, really. But I just can't be bothered switching. Right, so there's another Zicasa there. Our other blade is getting way too close at the moment. Yeah, he's just been nuked by a catapult. That's unfortunate. It means I really have to stay alive till the end. Right, I don't have an OP HE fire chance. I'm about to go out the circle, but that's fine. We've got an eagle that's in the circle right now. So that will keep the Transylvania moving. The Zicasas don't move that much, but it's enough to throw your torpedoes off sometimes. So around about the 5 kilometer range to drop torpedoes seems to be the relative sweet spot, but your torpedoes reload so quickly that it's like playing a tier 2 or a tier 3 destroyer or something, where you get really short range but fast reloading torpedoes, like the Derpski. The Derpski might have been kind of, if they'd used that instead of basically a remodeled Minikaze. I do like the models, by the way. The models are fun. Right, we should be able to put out more torpedoes soon. Oh, there we go. That's down. And yeah, I think I pretty much just have secondaries, the Zicasas. Which is kind of, I don't know, it's a fun thing in a way, because it's pretty much, you know, the Mikasa is known for basically having fairly terrible accuracy on its main batteries, so you get people that will just take kind of secondary builds and only play that. Right, I should have those very soon. This guy's getting fairly close. If they get too close, it stops the Transylvania, which is taking a bit of pounding at the moment. Oh, there we go. That's a bit too close. Oh, we do actually have another blade, so we lost one blade, but of course we have 3 blades, and for some reason I was not paying attention to that fact, because I can count. Right, you absolutely... Oh, I got a double fire, that's not nice. Absolutely do not want to get hit by the catapults. Going to put down some smoke soon. You can at least have a good chance of dodging the catapults in the destroyers, but well, hello. Are you firing at me? It's just outside my gun range. Yeah, I mean, they do a fair whack of damage, but it's also the fact that they can set multiple fires with a catapult hit. So I don't know how they've modelled that exactly, but they've probably got some crazy ass like 90% fire chance on the projectiles. All right, that one's down. That's fine. Some torpedoes out on this guy. Let's keep hammering with the HE. I can't remember offhand what the HE fire chance is on these small caliber guns. It doesn't actually say there, but it won't be huge. It's the Eagles that get the like 33% is mad. Imagine the St. Louis with 33% fire chance. That would be really quite terrifyingly awful. Right. Torpedoes out. These casters are getting close. I might need to put smoke down soon, but that catapult needs to go. Nice one of the battleships. Just like the battleships. Yeah, that is a battleship that just hit it. You can still get reasonable salvos with the Eagles, but it's not nearly as good as you can do with the battleships. You can pretty much one-shot them if you're lucky with the battleships. Right, we're probably not going to make that half health requirement, but we never seem to. Oh, there we go. There's a bit of packet loss. That's still been happening today. I think it's. I don't know. It's an issue over the weekend. Oh, not even the weekend. It's not even the weekend yet. Why am I saying over the weekend? It's Friday as I'm recording this. But yeah, that's been an issue over the last like day and a bit. So when you're trying to play online multiplayer games, it's less of an issue in warships, but it is still an issue. Right, Rasputin's turned up, which is bad. He focuses the battleships first, but they only last so long, so it gives you a limited window. You just have to just pump out torpedo after torpedo. Right, we're going to have to smoke. The Transylvania's taking a hell of a battering. In fact, I probably should have smoked before now. Right, that's down, that's fine. I won't actually lose the Transylvania on this one. I'll speed up. He might actually burn out, which is kind of bad. I've had a couple where we've lost the Transylvania, but not while we've had so many people still left alive. And this is me not paying attention to how the health was on this thing. So no, we lost the Transylvania. Rip. So that means basically we've lost. We'll give it another go because it's fun. I've only successfully completed it once. And I think I was it like me and one of the battleships was left alive. So there we go, 60k damage. And I ended up with like 140k torpedo damage or something in that one. So let's just click battle on. We'll just stick with the destroyer, I think. It might now be that people are queuing up in the destroyers rather than the crazy number of battleships. Oh, here we go. Fairly quickly into a game. So yeah, it's a fun mode, and generally speaking, the April 1st modes and the other special game modes we've had in World of Tanks and in Warships. I mean, the April 1st mode in Warships for 2016, for instance, the bathtub themed battle, that was quite fun. Although personally, I think they missed a trick with not having the giant rubber ducks be giant rubber AMX 40s, but still, it was fun. So generally, wargaming is quite good at making these modes and making them entertaining, and this is no exception. But it does also make me wonder if this isn't. I mean, because it's a bit different. The other ones have just been novelties, but this one is something new, and the fact that it's under a new category as well of scenarios makes me wonder if maybe it isn't also testing out some new mechanics, if it isn't secretly also being a test bed alongside also just being a fun themed game mode. So what have we got this time? 3 eagles, 3 blades, and only 1 jackal. Okay, that might make it a bit tougher at the end. And that's some numbers. okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to pay much more attention to the Transylvania this time, because the fact that I didn't smoke it up last time, or well, nobody smoked it up. We still had another blade left alive as well. Meant that it just got hammered by the catapults. We just weren't taking out the catapults quick enough. And in the blade, that's not really your job. It's more the job of the eagles and the jackals to do that. You have to more concentrate on taking out the Zicasas with torpedoes, but you do also have that responsibility of putting down smoke to cloak the Transylvania if it's getting a bit too hairy. Right, there is also one other ship in there, isn't there? Slow down a bit so we keep within the radius. As the more ships there are, the faster it goes. Oh, I've actually wandered out the radius. I think he might be turning... No, he's turning south. I've only had it once where the Transylvania turns north, and I think it does do its best to avoid other players. And I've seen a screenshot of where basically in avoiding other players it managed to run itself aground and therefore made the the mission not completable. But I would imagine that would be a fairly rare thing. But also a bit frustrating because it's not something you could actually do something about. This is weird. This is somebody pretending to be a bot or something. I don't even know what that is. For role playing. I've got the Halloween costume ready early. I don't know. Right. Oh, that was awfully close. That's the catapult there. I think the catapults prioritize. I don't actually know what the logic is with the catapults. It seems sometimes they prioritise the Transylvania and other times they prioritise player ships. Battleships seem to get definitely prioritised by the Rasputin, but sometimes they seem to get prioritised by the catapults as well. So I don't know. I haven't quite figured out the logic yet. So we can't get some more focused fire on that. Is this somebody actually... Which guy is it? It's one of the eagles. We might have time to... The amount of time he's sitting in chat typing in random strings of numbers when he could actually be playing, I don't know. Also, did I just run over... yes, I did. Right. Those definitely should clear the... Should we try some AP against the catapult? You don't have a lot of guns with these destroyers, but it's not like you can set them on fire. Does that do more damage? Doesn't really seem to make a huge difference. Oh. Uh-oh. Also, I'm guessing because I'm the one that's got proximity on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now it's turned to... Yeah, so it'll go for player ships if it can't get access to the Transylvania, it looks like. Just based on that behaviour. So you can take out the catapults, but it's a matter of persistence. You don't do a lot of damage with these guns. There's one. Oh, I have accidentally maybe shot my teammate there, but it's fine. It's better than torpedoing a teammate, of course. Right, they're so slow that even though it's going to take a while to get there, that in theory it might get there in time. I don't know. Right. That one's pretty close. Put out the torps. So yeah, you just have to watch your torp reload. You get them back so quickly that you get quite a lot of this close range stuff, but when you've got 20-second reload on the torps, it doesn't matter that much. Or sub 20-second reload. It's kind of fun with the derp ski. Just like putting out 10 torpedoes. Did we just lose an eagle? We did. Yeah, the eagles aren't very durable. It seems like. Right, we absolutely have to take out that catapult. There's one around the edge of the island as well. How are we doing? Yeah, I don't think that eagle's going to last too much longer. I'd always smoke him up, but he's kind of turning the wrong way, unfortunately. Yeah, this guy's firing HE. She really needs to be firing AP at the catapults to do the maximum amount of damage. Right, that one is almost... Oh, yeah, it's going to start firing at me any moment now. Let's actually use a speed boost. Ooh, a little bit close. And they actually they fire quite quickly as well, so let's check I'm not going to ram into the Transylvania. You really do have to use the smoke for the Transylvania rather than yourself. But of course the Transylvania is always on the move, so laying down smoke appropriately is a little bit challenging. So I should probably be concentrating on the Zicastas rather than come on, top launchers. Come on. Takes a while to get around. Right, we need to be able to then prioritise that one. I think we're going to use this moment to lay down some smoke. Get some torps back soon. Won't give a huge amount of cover, but if we lay it in the path, should protect the Transylvania for a little while. Yeah, they're not doing a hugely great job of focusing the catapults, this group. Right, where's the... Oh, that one's firing at me now. Right, I probably could have used smoke earlier or just kept it for a little bit longer, because that was... As it turns out, I was not paying that much attention to where we were on the map, so it's probably a bit suboptimal. Right, that's a group of... Don't want to get hit by that thing. Oh god, I'm just gonna get a quick course change off the front of the Transylvania. Oh, Rasputin's actually shooting at me because I think I'm the closest player ship. Right, torps away. Right, we absolutely need to take out these torpedo launchers. It's a bit of a problem.
Torpedoes to start.
Frantic clicking. Yeah, I'll just stick with that one. I'm terribly bad at like, especially with the slower turning. Don't fire at these things. The slower turning turret ships. I'm very bad sometimes at like using free look to try and keep the position properly. Go on, kill the catapult. If we don't kill that, then smoke in 48 seconds, but Transylvania's not going to survive this one either. Oh well, yeah, we're not going to... neither of these is going to be successful, but I mean, it's possible. You just need the... Everyone has to focus the catapults over the Zicastas, basically, and it just wasn't happening this time. We weren't getting the actual firepower ships concentrating on the Zicastas enough. 71k damage. It did more damage that time, but it wasn't enough to hit that 100k threshold. 3 kills. So yeah, and out of that I will have gotten 2 camos. 2 camos for 2 games, and I would have gotten some credits as well. So 70k for the kills, and only 30k that time just for the damage. But yeah, just for the camos alone, it's reasonably fun. Doesn't matter if you win or you lose, you get the camos anyway, and that is the main benefit of playing this. So it's a fun little thing, and you do get some benefit out of it, because these premium camos you can then go and stick on your other ships, and there are maybe not the prettiest camos ever. Let's just grab a random ship and I'll show you them. I'm looking at the tech tree. Exterior, that's the one I meant to click on. So yeah, I mean they're not terrible. They're a little bit garish, but I won't stay on. There we go. They're better than the kind of orangey reddy ones that they had last year around this time. So yeah, they're not bad. But the main benefit is that plus 100% to XP, which, you know, normally you have to pay actual doubloons for. Although, of course, with the new crates, you can also get these camos out of crates as well, which is, it's nice. I like the crate system. I think it's rather well done. So there you go. That's the Halloween game mode. I personally think it's a rather enjoyable diversion, and I thoroughly recommend giving it a go, even just for getting the camo. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, you can hit the like button, you can leave any comments below, you can sub to my channel if you haven't already, and as always, stay tuned for more.